Alright. And we are back. We have places to go and people to meet. So off we go. Let's go to Illium.
No messages for you, Commander.
Because I already answered them. Alright. Oh, did I not? Oh, that's right, it took us straight there.
Probe away.
Might as well since we're here.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Alright, off we go. Okay, so we have choices. But actually, let's take care of this one. Let's go help Jacob. See what's going on here.
Probe launched.
Jacob may not be the most interesting person in the game,
Probe launched.
but his loyalty mission is actually pretty good.
Anomaly detected. Probe launched.
I don't really care.
Scans have found something.
No. Oh, right. Okay, we'll land to take care of that. Might as well. It's a little thing. I know this one. It's not that bad. Not very time consuming. Let's grab Jacob and let's get Grunt out for a few minutes. Actually, let's grab Grunt. Yeah. And Jack, because why not? There we go. And you need some okay. There we go. Alright, retrieve the artifact.
Let's go! Whoa!
Shields down.
Up!
It's okay.
Put them down!
I'll destroy you.
That'll do it. Yep. That'll definitely do it. Let's just grab the element 0 because we're here. And we can. Do. And I will take that ammo, because why not? Oh, Wait, is this that god-awful one that I'm gonna regret? I think it is. Nope, it's not.
I need cover.
Feel
Impact
better.
shot.
Alright, 1 second, I'm sorry. It's my son.
Probe launched.
Okay.
Probe launched. Probe away.
All right. And here we have it.
Launching probe. I have detected an anomaly.
General distress.
Launching probe.
All
Something
right.
on our sensors.
Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible this is as yet unexplored garden world. Interesting. All right, Jacob, you are coming. Let's bring her because I think that makes most sense. All right. There we go.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
All right.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Wow.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Huh.
Repeat. Toxology alert. Danger of...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been
I
unattended.
assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified
Differences
impact and
happen.
sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Wow.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she's... It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Wow.
Can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Okay.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
That's rough.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue...
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
Fair?
Tag! I've got him.
forces have engaged.
Well, yeah.
Oh!
Oh, hi.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Yeah, something is very wrong.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his
like his
crew
dad.
to eat toxic food? Look at these spoiled food stores.
He has a cruel face. Hey, go away. You are like him. You will keep us here. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishment.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Wow.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
Have a nice trip!
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. But maybe it was just for defense.
Or maybe you are giving your dad way too much credit. Okay, there's nothing here.
Please, here. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle. Or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women. Assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week.
Wow.
About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Yeah.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really...
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Heads up!
Status failure. Requesting assistance engaged.
He had plenty of choices. Too late to blame his victims.
Well, he's sure as hell gonna try, though.
System failing. Off.
Good. Okay.
Come on over!
There we go.
Excuse me.
Have a nice trip.
There we go.
Trouble coming.
Allied force casualty. Hostile forces have engaged. Excuse me. Hostile forces have engaged.
Yes, yes, hostile forces have engaged.
Backup systems engaged.
One less!
I've got him!
That'll do.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
What?
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
That sums it up. Very, very much so.
Hostiles!
Yeah! I've got him.
I've got no shields!
On target!
Took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away.
Rescue you?
This thing is not my father.
Oh, dude. You're gonna wish we were here to rescue you.
Hostile drone!
Fire in the hole! Deploying tech overload!
Have a nice trip!
Hunters take us, but we fight! Take them, kill!
Fighting.
Make activity!
Whoops.
Stop or no rescue!
Gravity's what we need for the hunt.
Okay. There we go.
choice.
You know, you could help.
What's going on? Get over here!
One less.
Nicely done.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Well. Oh, did I somehow? I did. Okay, that explains that. I'm like, I don't understand. Is there anything here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Is there anything around here? Does not seem like it. Alright.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
Wow.
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs.
Wow.
I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Wow.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
So that's usually a hard one to get through. It's cringeworthy, but the story's good. And it's definitely a moment where, yeah. BioWare tackles a heavy subject.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Sure. Before we go do other stuff, let's check. Okay. From Cerberus Command, we did a little due diligence with this Lieutenant Locke and his rendezvous with the Captain Voorhees. The coordinates we obtained are as the last known location of the MSV Strontium Mule have been added to your galaxy map. It turns out the mule is carrying valuable cargo, including intel of a sensitive nature. We'd like you to track down the Strontium Mule and recover that cargo. Please pass the information to us, and you can keep any other items of value you may find. Do what you will with the Blue Suns. Alright, so the next one is from Caden, and it comes with an audio file. So instead of me reading it, it is going to be Caden.
Shepard. I'm sorry for what I said back on Horizon. I mean, I spent 2 years pulling myself back together after you went down with the Normandy. It took me a long time to get over my guilt for surviving and to move on. And I finally let my friends talk me into going out for drinks with the doctor on the Citadel. Nothing serious, but just trying to let myself have a life again, you know. And then I saw you. And everything just pulled hard to port. I mean, you were standing in front of me, but you were with Cerberus. I mean, I guess I really don't know who either of us is anymore. I mean, do you even remember that night before Elos? That night meant everything to me. I mean, maybe it meant as much to you, but a lot has changed in the last 2 years, and I can't just put that aside. But please be careful. I mean, I've watched too many close people to me die. On Eden Prime, on Vermeer, on Horizon, on the Normandy. And I just couldn't bear it if I had to lose you again. I mean, if you're still the woman that I remember, I know that you're going to find a way to stop these collector attacks. But Cerberus is too dangerous to be trusted. Watch yourself. Look, when things settle down a little, maybe, I don't know. Just take care. It's fine. Caden. Shepard.
And it started over again. And that is a pretty damn good apology in my book. Alright. So, moving on. Let's go to Illium.
We have used half our fuel.
Actually, let's fuel up first. Alright. Here we go.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
So, there are many reasons why I don't get anywhere near as angry at Kaden as I think some people do.
Launched.
That letter is one of them. The other is, I don't think I would join a terrorist group to help friends either, because I don't think I'd believe it would be helping. I think I'd believe it would be hurting a lot of people and things. Alright, so where is... There is something still... Nope, that's not it. Huh. Strange. Oh no, now it says 100%. I don't know. Very strange. That's fine. Land. Who am I going to take? Let's take Kazumi and Jack. Sure. All right. This is one of my favorite planets. So much happens here. Lots of good stuff.
Welcome to Nosastra, Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
What can you tell me about Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot of new cultures and goods because of our proximity to the Terminus systems. At the same time, Illium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against signing anything.
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Illium is a free trade world, Commander. Contract term requirements are more relaxed here than on other planets. It's a small price to pay for keeping our competitive edge in goods from the Terminus systems.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Illium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Illium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a Terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
I can't believe an Asari world would allow slavery.
We try to avoid calling it slavery. All indentured servants on Illium have voluntarily agreed to a term of service. Most choose indentured service as a means to pay off debt or avoid imprisonment. A contract holder is responsible for the well-being of her servants, and a servant's duties are agreed upon before the contract is signed.
You said Liara was here? What is she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
Thank you.
Probably can.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
Customs records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well.
Yes, I definitely do.
Towers, traffic, lights, and Asari everywhere you look. I thought about living here for a while, but everybody's...
25. Sell at 25.
No. You're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Come on, give me something.
Lots of money here. Soft people who'd make good victims. This place is one bad day away from becoming Omega.
Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard?
Oh, hi.
You're Commander Shepard? I saw your... I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere. I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
What message were you asked to give?
Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
I'm glad to hear that you're rebuilding. Are you somewhere close by?
The Rachni Queen is not here. That message is one of many memories I carry from her. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
How did you find the Rachni?
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
You obviously got off-world again. Did the Rachni give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been. The Rachni are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
You said the Queen gave you a purpose. What do you mean?
The Queen shared her song with me as I recovered. I saw the Rachni as only an Asari could. They are so beautiful, and so vulnerable. They needed someone to purchase things they cannot make themselves. Someone to work within the system. An agent, if you will. I am happy to help. My life as a courier was empty and shallow. Now I'm helping a great race rebuild itself.
You were really comfortable walking away from your old life?
You're concerned that the Queen is controlling me. I understand, but it doesn't work like that. Our minds were in perfect harmony. I saw their beautiful spirit and their need. I knew what I had to do. If some part of that is suggestion, then it was a side effect from their efforts to save my life. I am happy.
Can you tell me where the Rachni are?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have that information myself any longer. After I met the Rachni Queen, that information was removed. It's not painful, but I simply don't remember. I'll remember when I need to, and her caution is understandable. The galaxy isn't yet ready for the return of the Rachni.
Thank you for giving me that information. I'm glad my friend on Novaria is doing well.
Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really cool that I get to see.
Are you
that,
shorting
they're doing
prefabs?
Why not? I did it after Eden Prime. Paid for new exosuits for my...
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie. It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer. What brings you to Illium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork. Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. Asari merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? Sure. I'm always one to help a friend.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Illium.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Is that everything you needed?
Everything and more. You're a lifesaver, Shepard.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
I got a discount I might as well grab.
This is valuable.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Novaria anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only middling at the science, but I could always ferret out secrets. You grow up poor and surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover anyway.
Must be hard going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class. Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evidence. And they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around.
Let's go upstairs.
Tired of training employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps Indentutech can help, the leading provider of cutting-edge indentured Indentutech can provide contract...
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant?
Yes. Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence. I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
What's Liara's reputation here on Illium?
She is greatly respected. In a few short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections. She could have even more political power than she already wields, if she weren't so focused on her personal goals. But I believe she should tell you about that, not me.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
Her behavior is
Have
annoying.
you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nixeris, hold my calls. Shepard. My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the collectors with Cerberus.
That's not exactly public knowledge.
Neither is you being alive, Shepard. Information is my business now. And if you need information on finding people, I'm happy to help.
What about you, Liara? I could use your help on this mission.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise, someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Illium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Illium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Illium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
How's your own work going?
Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. It should be about friendship, or trust. But that's not the way it works on Illium. Let me know when you hack those terminals. Give me that, and I can talk to you.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, thank you, Shepard.
Did that.
This may...
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Alrighty.
Another difficult development for human expansion as the colony on Horizon has been attacked. The Council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic coincidence, likely the result of Batarian slave traders or isolated pirates.
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attacks? They're going to see a ton of business.
A ton of immediate charity business, followed by a freeze as new colony plans dry up. Just watch. Sell! Sell!
Well, he's interesting.
I need minimal heat increase. And speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
Certainly, sir.
Safe, too. I need a 100% safety guarantee.
The council thought that Blasto, the first NR Spectre, would play by the rules.
I'm gonna have that asshole arrested. Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him.
I'll be careful.
Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
Wow. Okay.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very limber. I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Okay, that makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
This isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay, you see that bit there?
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight.
That can't be sanitary.
Not the point, man.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us. I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all.
You're both wrong. Asari look just like blue Turians. Look at the head fringe.
Wait, you don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you?
Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Illium.
Well, I suppose watching just one more dance wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit.
As long as I'm not paying for the drinks.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married.
Alright, and we're starting it over.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different. So it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive? You deserve somebody who
You're really holding out on me?
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could catch a vid or something.
Oh, that's sweet. But I'm okay. A little dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
We could watch Fleet and Flotilla. It got awards for its portrayal of the Turian and Quarian relationships.
Anyway, if worse comes to worst, I did have the nerve stimulation program built into my suit.
And I hear that the love scenes are... What?
Oh yeah, standard equipment for any responsible adult. Oh here, let me fire it up. Excuse me, human. Private conversation?
You're really holding out on me?
You want to see how far I'll go?
I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from... Commander Shepard?
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Werner. We met on the Citadel? I wanted to become a Spectre? And then you shoved a gun in my face? You showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules, no laws, just whatever it takes to get the job done.
And stolen N7
I'm not
armor.
like you at all.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
I really, really, really want to know what would have happened if the bug didn't happen, because this entire thing is bugged, so it doesn't matter what you chose. He thinks you were mean to him. I wasn't mean to him. Just saying.
How'd you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
Sorry in the background. Just being like, yeah, no shit. It's fantastic.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through crates, too. You know, for extra credits.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport. She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Illium. You just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
Oh boy. Okay, let's go handle that.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
Could have sworn there was...
You, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian.
Okay.
How could he be so insensitive?
Would like to offer a clarification of our special report on notorious assassin Thane Krios. While Illium News did credit Thane Krios' legendary skill to his Drell heritage, no offense to the Drell community was intended. Illium News does not encourage or tolerate prejudice against any sapient species, and apologizes for any unintentional misstatements implying otherwise.
Wow.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says, I own this room. I own you.
I'll see what we can do, sir.
Illium is the gateway to the Traverse, but is that gate open too wide?
To the
Investment
other
think tanks
area.
are noting concerns that new technological discoveries may upset the market balance and cost skilled workers their jobs. Later today, we'll hear from survey teams talking about the latest technology you won't be able to live without.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Asana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
Okay. Note to self.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Name's Shepard. Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him.
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Asana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well-equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Who is she?
A wealthy speculator with a nasty disposition. She's killed her business rivals, government officials. I heard she even took out her own sister. If anyone deserves killing, she does.
Just tell me where I can find Thane.
The Dantius Towers. Penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nasana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
Do you know anything else about Thane?
Not much. He did say that he's not doing the hit for money. Nobody hired him. I wanted to know who I was helping, and he said he's doing this job on his own. That he had to restore the balance of his life. I don't know. Maybe he's crazy. If he takes down Asana, I don't care why he does it.
You're just offering your help. No strings attached?
You're going to look for Thane. Nasana's mercenaries will try to stop you. At the least, you'll distract her guards. Take a little fire, give Thane a clear shot. I didn't hire him to kill Nasana, but I won't shed any tears when she gets what's coming to her.
Alright.
Let's go then.
Let's go.
Good. I'm tired of this crap. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
Oh, sorry. Alright, let's see. Let's bring Garrus. Pause near barrier. Okay, let's do that. Sure.
The towers are heavily guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
There they are, the Dantius Towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
We might find him before it goes that far.
Maybe. At least you'll know where he's headed.
Any last-minute tips about the towers?
The Eclipse mercs will be well fortified by now, and they won't want to disappoint Nasana. There's no automated defenses or traps, just focus on anything moving.
Alright, let's do this.
Hold on. Don't linger too long. They'll be here to greet you soon enough. Good luck, Shepard.
Fun times.
Charge him up!
Defender offline.
Oh!
Allied force casualty.
Well, that sucks. Anything here?
Help! He's still alive.
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Who did this to you? And why?
We're just night workers. Nasana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
They just attacked you?
Yes. They were too slow. It was horrible. Everyone screaming. The mechs said there was no time. Nasana wanted us out of the way. Immediately. Then... the dogs...
He's not going to make it if we don't help him.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Thank you. That helps.
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
Any idea how many mercs Nasana's got?
A lot. Dozens of them are wandering around here all day. You'll find more the further up you go.
Love you.
Why would Nasana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
Wow.
Any idea how many mercs?
You'll find more the further up you go.
You should be safe here.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Ah, poor guy. God, this woman sucks.
Let's do it.
Allied force casualty. Backup systems engaged. Requesting assistance.
Okay, Garrus, love you, but I can't see through you.
Then stay down.
Need some cover! Perfect! Throwing up a barrier!
I am.
Firing a high-impact shot!
Friendly down! Nothing's gonna hurt me now!
Hostile forces have engaged. Rerouting power. Backup power engaged.
Perfect!
That'll do.
Barriers up. Let's go.
Well, maybe not running away.
System failing.
Scratch one!
Got him.
Yes!
Casualty. Excuse me. Hostile forces have engaged. Allied force casualty.
Good shot! Nothing's gonna hurt me now!
There we go. One moment. Phone. Thank you. My partner is being all sorts of indulging tonight.
Hey, think he went in here?
We'll go get him.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Nathana's not paying you to stand around.
Fine. But
Allied force casualty.
Duck, 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 duck.
One less to worry about.
Come on up! Need some cover! Barriers up.
Oh my god, you're kidding. You are talking about the guy who plays him on TV, correct? Oh. course. Like, we're in LA. That would have been awesome.
Nothing's gonna hurt me now!
You actually mean crazy person.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Well, I'm glad he was nice.
Get over here!
Excuse me. Allied force casualty.
Going up a barrier. Hitting them with a
Rerouting power.
Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
Love you.
Moving to cover. Going up a barrier.
My shields are down.
Barrier's up.
Taking cover.
Bring me down. Headshot. Gotta hurt. Going up a barrier.
Stay down.
Requesting assistance. Systems. Backup systems engaged.
I just stabilized them. Concentrate fire.
Allied force casualty.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. Alright, that's better. Alright, what now? Let's see. Seemingly out of ammo. Definitely want more. Okay.
Please, don't kill us. We'll go. Hey, look. They're not Eclipse.
No,
You're
we're not.
here to help us, right?
Yes.
It's one reason I'm here. Come on out. It's safe enough.
Thank you. We are in your debt.
Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. Not a merc. He's on his own.
Well, whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
Locked you in. Sounds like our assassin was trying to keep them safe.
Assassin? Yeah. Here for Nasana, I bet. She's got it coming. You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
I need to get to Nasana's penthouse. What's the quickest way?
Cargo elevator is the only way up right now. They're still working up top. Watch your step. Some of the walls aren't in, and it's a long way down.
True.
Cold, too. I hate working up there.
Nasana's not exactly your favorite person?
She's a hard woman to work for. That's an understatement. She works us long hours, no overtime, and this is what you get in payment. She's unpleasant, to say the least.
Why not just quit?
We would if we could.
What's stopping you?
Our contract. We're stuck until the job's done. Quitting for any reason can be hazardous to your health. We hear that anyone who leaves early tends to disappear. Probably just a rumor. Right. But who wants to find out for sure?
Did you see the one who locked you in? Do you know where he might have gone?
He's no Solarian, I can tell you that. But I've no idea where he went. Sorry. If he's after Nasana, he'll be heading to the upper levels.
How many workers were in the tower? Are there many more of you?
Not alive. We were lucky. Well, some got out before the dogs were sent in. Maybe a few are hiding somewhere.
I wouldn't stay here too long. It should be safe down on the lower floors.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's go, everybody! Thank you. And tell your assassin to aim for her head. Because she doesn't have a heart. Get moving!
Yeah, I can see why he'd say that. The anger must be real. Cool. Thinking I missed something. Just want to make sure I didn't. Yeah, I think I did. Oh. Well, I hope not. Because it's not going to let me go back down. Good to know. At least I checked. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. Do I have? I do not. Now I do.
We're a little exposed out here, especially if anyone's in that elevator.
Be on the safe side. We need cover.
Mezzanine. Have a pleasant stay.
Enemies ahead!
Deploy!
Burn the back!
Got him! Barriers up.
That'll do. There we go. Let's see.
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5.
Hi.
Don't worry. My team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it.
Oh, look.
We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nasana's mercs. Who are you?
Answer my questions and I'll let you go.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you shoot me, my team...
Bye.
How about goodbye?
So, when do we read him his rights?
Not anytime soon.
He's all over the place.
What do you mean?
We've got...
Hostile forces have engaged. Hostile forces have engaged.
Yes!
Ah! Oh! Requesting assistance.
Get closer.
We can.
Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
That'll do.
Are you guys all right in here?
Get back! Get back! I'll shoot!
Relax. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. I said get back! I'll do it! Please, don't make me do it.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. What's your name?
I'm Talon. Don't come any closer.
Talon, I'm Commander Shepard. I don't work with the mercs, and I don't want to hurt you. I'm here to help.
All right.
Even if I do have spiders on my face.
I don't feel so...
Talon! He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the merc?
I've shot a lot of mercs today, but I can't take credit for him.
Then who did?
You tell me. What happened?
The merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
A perfect headshot with no collateral damage. Very impressive.
How safe is that bridge out there?
The bridge is stable, but the wind's your real problem. If it doesn't throw you off, the mercs will definitely try. There's a lot of them out there.
I'm looking for someone. Probably the guy who killed this merc.
Talon thought he saw someone following us, but he's been a bit on edge. I haven't seen anyone but the mercs.
Is the bridge the only way to the penthouse in the other tower?
From here, yeah. It won't be easy. Mercs are patrolling the other side. Whatever Nasana's hiding from must be pretty scary.
There are still mercs up here. You should get to the lower levels.
No need to convince me. Talon, come on, get up.
Can we go home now?
Aw.
Yeah, we're getting out of here. Thank you.
Where is everyone? It's about time. What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nasana.
Damn it!
Eclipse! Rerouting power off. Mind over matter! Deploying warp field!
Total miss. That was not. That's nifty.
Forget the explosives! He's already past us! Look out! They're behind us, too!
This should slow him down.
Going up a barrier.
Focus fire on my...
This might be useful.
Yeah. Might indeed.
They've seen us.
I don't care what you do. No one gets across that bridge.
Backup systems engaged.
Yeah!
Damn it! I can cover!
Excuse me. Backup systems engaged.
Drop! Perfect! Should take your heat off. Barriers up!
Come on, Eclipse!
Yeah!
One less to worry about.
Yes, it's proving so easy.
Need some cover!
Going up a barrier.
We can...
Oh! Stun him!
What the hell am I paying you for?
Barriers up. Headshot!
Concussive shot ready.
I'm sending in reinforcements.
I'll tear you apart!
Cover now! Shit! I'll tear you apart!
Can I get out of my way? Thank you.
Nothing's gonna
Tear
hurt
you
you!
apart! Someone disable the head shit! Son of a bitch!
Damn it! Finish him off!
If I don't mind, you don't matter.
Concussive shot ready.
Save. One of the best moments in the entire series, as far as I'm concerned.
Wait. Before you kill me, just tell me who hired you.
I'm not an assassin, Nasana. But I'm looking for one.
You break in here and decimate my security just to find the person who's here to kill me? What are you playing at, Shepard? What? I heard something. Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who...
That was quite the entrance.
I was hoping to talk to you.
I apologize, but prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
Do you really think she deserves it?
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nasana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
Let's cut to the chase. I need you for a mission.
Indeed.
You're familiar with the Collectors?
By reputation.
They're abducting entire human colonies. Freedom's Progress was their handiwork.
I see.
We're going after them.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They told me it was impossible to get to Ilos, too.
A fair point. You built a career on performing the impossible. This was to be my last job. I'm dying. Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
I hadn't heard that. Is there anything I can do?
Giving me this opportunity is enough. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, and he may not.
Wow. Bite me, Jacob. Thane is awesome. One of the best characters in the series.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
From Elizabeth Bainham. Hey Shepard, I heard about what you did on Illium, and I wanted to thank you for helping out Zoo's Hope one more time. We're surviving, if barely. Most of ExoGenny left, but I stayed behind as an attaché, and to make sure that nothing was left of the Thorian. We don't need that problem again. Also, I'm really sorry that I shot at you. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. Good luck, and thanks. Zoo's Hope is alive again because of what you did. That confuses me. I haven't done anything for them yet. You're too small, from Morlin. I'm sorry, mate. I leave you for a Krogan because you are not endowed as good for your species. Do you fear these words? Morlin's famous shop sells many enhancements online that are not restricted by Citadel trading regulations. Whether you require hormone augmentation, cybernetic enhancement, or gene biotic xenografting, Morlin has many things you will be pleased with. All species and gender order online from Morlin's famous extranet site, hot linked from this message. Product availability varies by local trade regulations. All Element Zero products require shipping surcharge. No shipping to Omega, Krogan reproductive organs not available. Other restrictions may apply. Therapy. Shepard, they say you're alive, that you cheated death. That sending you this isn't just a pointless exercise as part of my therapy. They say a lot of things. I'm still alive. She still isn't. I hear you killed Benezia. Nicely done. Another woman I helped kill if my information did any good. They want me to thank you. The Rachni would have killed us all had you not shown up. It would have been right. Why me and not her? Why did you show up then and not before? They think they can fix me, but maybe you're not really back. Maybe I died. Sorry. Maybe I didn't close that door in time. Maybe I held it open to give her a chance, and the Rachni ripped my suit open and I died of exposure there on Peak 15. Maybe I'm a martyr, and this is an ugly hallucination before a glorious afterlife. But if I'm not, then thank you. Wow. Thank you. From Leslie. I am Leslie. I was on Aya. The food made me sick. The doctors are helping me now. One doctor knows Jacob. He says I can tell you this. He could write this for me, but I want to do it. I need to use my words. My words are coming back. I can talk well. Reading is hard, but I'm getting better. I have to get better. Taylor wanted me like this. He wanted my words gone. I have to show him that he lost. I am not weak. He did things to me and he can't now. He can't take away my words. He can't make me not me anymore. Because you and Jacob stopped him. Yeah, I know. So this is who I am. Sorry, 1 second. Yes, I do cry at Hallmark commercials as well. Anyway, moving on. Alright, let's go talk to our new additions. Well, I guess let's talk to everyone real quick, but yeah.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Doing good, but good is just as dead as bad, if I understand the threat. How long can we last with collectors going wherever they want? Anything else, Commander?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
We've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay.
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
Yes.
You stopped the Krogan adaptation to the genophage.
Part of a team. Scientists, all different types. Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Blood Pack. Talk to them or clan chief.
Alrighty. Let's go talk to Joker and then we'll head downstairs.
Oh, another dangerous alien aboard, Commander. Thanks. Why can't you collect coins or commemorative plates or something?
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Okay.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I should probably just check in on Edie. I haven't checked in with her in a while.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
That's all for now.
Logging you
Nothing
out,
new.
Shepard.
I still say I think we need to have Seth Green as a companion in the next
Grunt seems very
Dragon
agitated.
Age or Mass
You
Effect
may want to
or
check in
whatever.
on him.
But we also need for him to be romanceable.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe. You'll see.
Nope, don't want to do that. Okay.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me. Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Let's see what they've got.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
The Drell live on the Hanar homeworld, don't they?
Yes. I know many think the Han are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
That's very cool.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
Are you gonna be all right till the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Is there anything we can do here? Normandy has a state-of-the-art medical bay.
No, thank you. It's being attended to. If the finest medical minds in the Hanar illuminated primacy can't solve the problem, I doubt your ship's medic could. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, let's go see what Grunt needs. check.
Chambers said you're tearing up the place. Something wrong?
Something is wrong, Shepard. I feel wrong. Tense. I just want to kill something. With my hands. More so than usual. Like it's not my choice. Like I just want to... I don't know. See? Why do that? What's wrong?
Okeer didn't imprint anything to help you figure this out?
I see pictures of old battles. Voices of warlords. But this is a blood haze in my head. I want control. When we're moving, fighting, I focus. But here my blood screams, my plates itch, and even you are just noise. I'm tank-born. What is this?
Edie, anything in your files about Krogan diseases that could cause this?
Cerberus has a number of autopsies on file, but nothing on a living Krogan of this age and situation. Krogan are reluctant to share medical records.
My people were defeated by doctors and labs. They will never let stuff like that leave the homeworld to Chunka.
Joker can get us to the Krogan homeworld. I need everyone at their best.
Thank you, Shepard. I don't like this. Fury is my choice, not a sickness.
Alright. Nope, that was right.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some super biotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
Wow. There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Attacking our allies is going to derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
Alright. Well, we still have someone to grab.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Alright. Let's go get Samara. What are your powers again? Info. Right, okay, good. Second. Squad Garrus, right? Yes. That's what we're going with. All right. Oh, nothing.
Nosastra has recently received an unexpected visitor in the form of a rare Justicar calling herself Samara. Samara denied our request for an interview, leaving us in the dark about what brought a Justicar to the fringes of Asari space.
We were always told that Illium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Signed the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega.
There we go. Run away, you bastards.
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Hungry? Then come to the Fish Dog Food Shack. Tasty bear and skewers are just 5 credits for a limited time only.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the corrosive... What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Corrosa Generational Archive. You found it! Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Why is this data so important, anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Corrosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus, and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
Yay. We were helpful.
Excuse me. You know where I can find Serena?
She's not here anymore. Oh, you're the one she was helping out. She took a job off-world. Didn't say where. She gave me something for you. Looks like a message.
I'll listen to it later.
Oh, sure. See ya.
Hey, Shepard. I was on my way to a new life when the new burst arrived. The bitch is dead. I assume that means your friend is alive and he finished his job. Tell him if I ever see him, I'll buy him a drink.
Keyboard is not your...
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly and asymmetrical. You want to know a secret? I had it done a few years back. Galactic beauty.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business. I don't know, some of them seem dangerous. That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
You're sure?
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Werner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, you deserve anything you get.
This looks interesting.
Oh, blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
So why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me. Or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know. Because of the genophage.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think you realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA. We're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Is he? I mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Alright.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
Maybe a shirt. Or a card.
Going
Illium.
farther away.
Hey,
Got
you're
it.
blue shifting already. That's fun. What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari has biotics. Might as well use them, right?
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a...
No, I haven't had any luck yet. She insists it was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver? These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor it to keep some control, or the smugglers get a monopoly.
That's interesting. Apparently I was really going the wrong way. No, I'm good.
Welcome to Barria Frontiers. Our sales kiosk is over there.
Yes, yes. I don't know why, but just in case.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Pharos during the Geth attack. Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zoo's Hope recover. I'm actually here on Illium for just that purpose.
How's Zoo's Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zoo's Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Illium will seem mundane by comparison.
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I prefer not to start trouble. Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
Barrier Frontiers was interested in our problem. They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true, but we were desperate. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable. Which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No, but they can declare us in breach of contract, which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally. Zoo's Hope just got back on its feet. There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
Wait a minute, Shiala. You were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Theros signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal, binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy, the other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
You know Irinya won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion or something. Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Illium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Illium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human, do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck with the Justicar. Try not to piss her off.
Alrighty then. But I still have some hacking to do.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required. Who reads labels, though? So consider it a way to weed out the people too stupid to know their limits.
It's just, we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be her first mate? Your father? He got her things.
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
Not a fish. Something that'll last. Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My clan's breeding strategy is at stake.
Don't Solarians think about anything besides breeding?
Don't even start with me.
Before we see Liara, we are going to go get Samara. Let's see what that looks like for now. Sure.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
Those eyelashes are bad.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off this world.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants. But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dacne Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
I should go.
Alright. Anything over here at all? No, okay.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our 2 lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident, but her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
Let's remember that next time Shepard sets us up against impossible odds.
That's about twice a day.
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. I can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line, I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
You mentioned a crime scene?
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
What can you tell me about Justicars?
They're a kind of... humans might call them warrior monks. They live by a complex code that compels them to punish the wicked and protect the pure. They've been a part of Asari culture for millennia. I read adventure stories about Justicars when I was a child.
What do you think of Samara herself?
She's been a Justicar longer than 3 of your lifespans. Whoever she was before she swore that oath, that person is dead.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We'd better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
Okay, down you go, kitty cat.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess. Anaya told us to let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Araya, let's consider this extra stock surplus. Ship the rest to Thax at his normal destination. He'll never miss a few lost pieces.
yourself. Hey, heal me!
Formless dust.
Move, move, move! Forget the wounded!
Those were my best troops.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse Sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
I'm Commander Shepard, and I need your help with a critical mission, Samara.
You honor me, but I am in the middle of an investigation.
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive. I cornered her here, but the Eclipse Sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
The human is lost here. Can one of you clarify?
I was trying to convince her to leave with you, but Justicar's in their code.
The detective has been ordered to detain me. I can't force her to disobey an order.
And after a day, Samara fights her way out of custody, killing anyone in her way?
I am afraid so.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Can you tell me more about Justicars?
We are individuals who have forsworn family, children, and worldly possessions aside from some weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
A moment ago, you refused to give up your investigation, but now you'll swear to follow me?
If I stay, I will be compelled to kill many innocents to escape incarceration.
Like me.
I may be killed, and my quarry would be free to continue murdering. If I come with you and survive your mission, I can resume my investigation. To do that, I need the ship's name to track her to her next hiding place. It is a simple choice.
A slim chance is better than no chance.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the right path.
Do you have any leads?
The Volus merchant Pitney 4 is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Well, I've got to get back to my station. And I guess I've got to take you with me.
Thank you, Shepard.
Well, that'll be interesting. Question Pitney 4. Hello, jackass.
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
You said you didn't know anything about all this. You got one chance to change that statement.
What do you mean, EarthClan? Oh dear. Please put that away. I'll be cooperative, I swear.
Tell me everything.
I smuggled a chemical onto Illium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic.
I'll be there soon.
I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse. So they are perturbed and want to kill me.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally caught up with you.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal in the making. You want something.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy. Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
All right, off we go.
Watch out!
Weakening their integrity.
Shepard, my scans confirm that the chemical compound will boost biotics. However, concentrated exposure will cause severe tissue damage. I recommend limited exposure.
Taking fire.
Weakening their...
Let's take care of that.
Critical system damage.
Ha!
I'll weaken them.
Akira be praised.
Nice targeting.
Cool.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot.
Bullshit.
I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that, bitch!
Yeah, I'm sorry. Each mercenary commit some murder to get their uniform. She has a uniform. She's lying.
I'll take it. We've been spotted. I've got no shields!
Bow to the sea.
I'll tear you apart!
Destabilize.
That'll do.
Matter! Careful, Shep!
Money is good, but I need the name of the ship. Alright.
Threat detected.
I'll tear
you apart!
One ball.
He goes.
Definitely need. And I didn't get any. Darn it. It's okay.
Divine Warfield!
Oh, sorry. Very nice.
Come on around.
Engaging hostiles! Weakening their integrity! Nice shot!
That should do it. No gunship. I honestly thought I'd have to fight it. Apparently shooting it a few times.
Well, it's
makes it go
official.
away.
Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that ridiculous Volus. Up close, exploding rounds. Blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
No, actually they're not.
Elnora was the killer. You were right to be suspicious of her.
Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
Yes, she would. And yes, we'll give it to her.
They've seen us.
Combat systems engaged. Hostile forces have engaged. Off.
Free and clear.
I'm gonna have to fight that stupid gunship.
Gunship above.
Enemies in front!
Friendly fire.
Nine.
That'll do it.
This looks like a shipping manifest.
Clerk.
It shows that Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't the information Samara needs, but it proves the Volus is a criminal.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
We gotta keep moving.
Well, I'm not gonna deliver it to Pitney 4. Not in this playthrough. Alright. Lark, knock it off. My cat is seriously an asshole. Aww. Hi, you.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
You need help.
You need help. Or you stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness. They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
Are you part of Pitney Force Trade Group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
He hasn't reported your disappearance. Probably so his departure won't get delayed.
I get the distinct impression Pitney prefers money to friends.
Bah! I will wreak a just revenge upon his people. But first, the leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
Shepard, having this incapacitated Volus running around our battlefield could compromise us.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
Wasea will tear you apart. Take a nap, you'll feel better.
Are you mad? I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last... But... Great Wind... Biotic God... What was I saying? I'm... tired. You... may be right. Yes, I'm tired. I'll nap. Destroy the universe later.
So much for godhood.
Alright, Thane. What have you got? Oh, no, actually, I think we're good. He's already been equipped with the most recent one.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you. At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass! Vivia!
Here we go.
What balls?
Some record of that ship must be around here.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a Justicar here, probably looking for the one we sent off on the AML Demeter. I was happy to see her go. She chilled me to the bone. I just hope this Justicar doesn't mess up my operation. No?
That must be the ship Samara was looking for.
Should we head back to the police station and give her the name? Or look around first?
Let's give her the name and keep moving.
Yeah, it wasn't the Justicar that screwed their day up. Not technically.
If you have something that'll encourage the Justicar to leave, show it to her. If you have something that'll encourage the Justicar...
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine. I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
I must be sworn to your service, so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the Code. By the Code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to your ship?
I need to speak to the detective.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
I vouch for Shepard and any evidence she brings forward.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came through. Never heard of this Elnora. Sounds like she was just starting her career. Good thing you cut it short. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna talk. And then I'm gonna go to bed. So.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We've studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're going to find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
Alrighty. Very good. Alright, let's go talk.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Of course I have. Let's see what's going on here first. Jirt. Greetings, Commander Shepard. Liara Tassoni gave me your contact information. I was one of the cleaning crew in the Dantius Towers. You helped get me out of there. According to Tassoni, you also found Thane. He took down some of the Eclipse mercs trying to gun us down, and I wondered if you could pass along my thanks. The way he moved, one was dead before they even knew he was there. He snapped another's neck and then shot a third, all in the space of a few heartbeats. It was incredible. He moved like a dancer, grace and power in constant motion. Seeing him changed my life, woke something in me I don't fully understand yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, but Solarian lives are too short to waste as custodians, especially when there's so much else out there. I'm going to find something that lets me capture what I saw in him, that beauty, that aesthetic perfection. I'm also going to buy some nice clothes. So if you could tell him that, or just whatever parts that you think appropriate, I'd appreciate it. Sincerely, Jirt. That's sweet. Nope, that's her. Hold on, Lurk. We're going to bed in a minute.
Shepard, do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I believe I can use some of them to increase our fuel reserves so we can explore further. Shall I tell you what is required?
Show me what it would take.
Shepard.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy him. Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
How do you think our mission is going?
Building our forces is a good strategy. However, the time to strike is coming soon.
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs. You might say it is personal.
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
I work for you, Shepard. Our methods may be different, but our goals are not.
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Another character I absolutely adore. We are going to go to the bridge, but I'm going to call it for the night. Oh, Mashima, I cannot believe I didn't see that. I am so sorry. It's been a long night. And yes, apparently I did just slap Omnigel on that. How are you doing, Mashimara?
Commander, I think you'll want to talk to Garrus.
Yeah, Samara is amazing and incredible and very, very cool. And I feel very sorry for her. She has a very, very rough life.
I haven't had a meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Her and Thane are two of my favorite characters in just how interesting and unique they are. Like, I love the intro for Thane, how he just pops in and, you know, he does the prayer for the wicked. It's just incredibly cool. And I just think he's a very, very interesting guy. And then Samara, having her code and her, you know, her ethics and stuff, it's just, the writers did such an amazing job fleshing them out and giving them this depth and detail. You know, and it makes Jacob so much more of a I don't understand. They do. They absolutely, even though, you know, I mean, to be fair, I mean, Samara is brutal. I mean, she might be a righteous warrior of the light, but it's kind of like, kind of reminds me of Serenity. Pardon me, you know, where, I can't think of his name right now, but Tweedle Ejiofor plays him. You know, he's like, you know, what, you know, he's creating a better world, and, Mal asks him if he really thinks he, you know, there's a place for him in there. He goes, you know, he's like, there is no place for me in that world. You know, I'm a monster. Yeah, I feel very much that Samara embodies a lot of that. I mean, she's not necessarily a monster, but she does some pretty monstrous things in the name of good, but still, they're pretty awful. You know, and it's like, oh, I like that, that contradiction. Alright, Garrus, what would you finally like to talk
Shepard,
about?
I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonus, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him. There's a specialist on the Citadel named Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonus was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonus betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying, an eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Of course.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
I'm still trying to get over the spiders attached to Shepard's face. But, moving on. Let's go see if Thane has anything new to say. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do the true to Caden playthrough or the not.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
I need to change his outfit, just saying.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Interesting. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Jacob feels like a last-minute addition. Either that or he was one of the first characters and they just didn't get back to him. He does. It was an interesting experiment in what it looks like, and I'm not overly fond. But now I know. So.
No messages for you, Commander.
Yes, I know. There are no messages because, you know, I already checked them. But alright. But yeah, I will never understand how the writers who came up with Samara and Thane and, you know, Morden Solis and, I mean, even Zaid Masani, I mean, came up with Jacob. It's like a bunch of masterpieces were created, and then there's stick figures with finger paint. Yes, sitting there fighting robots. Well, no, he was shooting. Yeah, and, you know, his big thing is, I'm a biotic. Let me know when I can hit them with the good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, Jacob feels like an afterthought. So, and it's too bad because, you know, there are a lot of ways to make his character way more interesting, and it wouldn't have probably taken a whole lot of time. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So. I mean, heck, Morden Solis, you're not even... I mean, his entrance isn't epic, but you're hearing about him the entire time you're fighting towards him. All people are talking about is how weird this scientist is and, you know, how he's a puzzle. You know, so, you know, it's okay when you meet him that he's just interesting and a little odd. You know, it's very different than boring. He's not boring. At no point is Morden boring. Jacob's boring even after finding his dad having a harem of slaves. I mean, Jesus, go off the rails, man. I'd have gone fucking nuts. Oh no, it definitely tells you something about him, but I'm just saying is it's not a giant entrance like Miranda's or Thane's or Samara's. you know, Morden's entrance is much calmer and more relaxed. Possibly because he's so not calm or relaxed. But it fits. I mean, it works really, really well because you've heard about him for so much. You already know who he is by the time you meet him. At least you have a good idea that he is going to be interesting and not easy to read. And it's not wrong. He is interesting and he's not easy to read. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. But I do love this game. And I mean, I love Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 is good. It's like really good. But Mass Effect 2 brought the characters in a way that Mass Effect 1, I don't know if they didn't have the budget at the time or, you know, because, you know, new company, new idea, you know, but yeah, it was a much smaller cast. So, you know, while I liked the characters, they're all very interesting to me. You know, it's definitely not on this grand scale, like Mass Effect 2. Yes, Mass Effect 2 is the character one. Absolutely. So yeah. Kasumi isn't intense, but she's interesting. She's like playing with you and giving you shit. I love that. So, but like, Zaid, I mean, I hate him so much, and part of it is his entry. He's just such a dick. So, but yeah, you know, Mass Effect 1 sets the story up, gives you an idea of the big players, who the Council is, who the Alliance is, what's going on, why you should give a shit. Mass Effect 2 gives you characters just to fall head over heels in love with. Because even, you know, Liara has grown and changed. You know, she's bigger into, even though she's not even in it that much. You know, but her personality is bigger. She's definitely, you know, fully formed. You know, Liara in 1 is interesting and whatever, but she kind of comes off to me like a teenager, a very smart teenager, but you know, a kid, you know, someone who has little life experience at people and anything that matters. You know, hi, I'm book smart, but people smart, not so much. Tali, she's massively harder, just from the minute you meet her. Yeah, she's instantly there. Garrus is exhausted. You know, but he's trying to get his groove back. Oh, Liara in 2, she is, yeah. Liara in 2 is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. 3 is good. Liara in 3 is still good, but Liara in 2, yeah. At that point, I actually understood what people saw in that character. Before that, it was like, yeah, she's okay. The best arc with her is swapping romances away from her? Really? Huh. I don't know. I mean, you know, the romance in 2 with her felt to me like the best part of the romance with her. But I don't like romancing her in 1 because she feels so young. You know, and, you know, I don't know. For 3, it's just, you know, for Broshep, I almost exclusively, since I've done all the playthroughs for playthrough purposes, I almost exclusively go with Caden for him for 3. I just really love the vibe. You know, although I really, 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 when I'm in the mood and I'm renegading it a bit, Ashley and then Miranda and then Ashley again is fun for like a renegade BioWare run. But I can't really do Ashley as a Paragon. She just, like, as a Paragon, I would throw her out an airlock in Mass Effect 1. Yes! Space racist. Yeah. But yeah, but as a renegade, she actually works really well because my characters are always a little bit less accepting, a little more cranky, and a little bit more racist themselves when it comes to that. You know, they're less likely to trust, a whole lot more likely to jump down the throats of the aliens than they are to help them. So my first playthrough, my very first one, and the one that just killed me, like it broke my heart into a billion pieces. So I was romancing Caden, and I had talked to Ashley, and I didn't like her, but she had a family, and she had kids. Not kids, but sisters that she had helped raise and stuff. And Caden was alone. And so I was romancing Caden, and I let him die. Because I couldn't do that to Ashley's family. And it didn't occur to me, you know, save him because he's the only kid that his parents have. But, you know, it did later. But anyway, so I killed, you know, I let Caden die. I saved Ashley. And then in 2, I romanced Thane. Yeah. And then in 3, Thane died. And I was just, like, staring at the screen going, why do I play this game? I was in tears. It was awful. But she met him after, you know, it's the only one where her dying really feels like it fits beyond anything. Because she goes to meet her loves across the sea. It's perfect. It's like, yeah, I red weddinged my playthrough. It was so heartbreaking and just crushing. So yeah, very much so. And I did not romance anyone in 3. It literally was just, you know, she was Thane, even at the end. So that was my canon, and that was not fun. So I'm looking forward to Thane mod. I'm gonna enjoy that one. I'm gonna have fun playing it and seeing what happens in it. But yeah, so. But my canon run was very, very brutal. And it took me a long time to ever let Caden die again. Because even if I'm romancing anyone else, I love his character. You know, I adore his character. And, you know, I just did Horizon on here. And I didn't see a breakup. I didn't see it. Literally, he goes, goodbye and take care of yourself. It's more like, it's not like a goodbye, I never want to see you again. So I'm like, that's not a breakup. It's not a, I don't want to be around you. And then the letter, I'm like, I don't feel like there's an actual breakup here. I feel like there might be I don't know, are we? Aren't we? What the hell's going on kind of a feeling. Oh, is that why? Oh, that's hard. No, I figured I was actually letting... I didn't know, because I was playing it in the beginning, but I figured they were making me choose for a reason. And even if I didn't get... Even if he wasn't dead, like, I wasn't going to have him anymore on my team. So... Well, no, and there isn't a clear breakup, I think, for any of them. I think you can be an asshole to him, though. If you're renegading it, you can be like, yeah, I'm done with you. At which point, that's a breakup. Or I guess you could just look at it as a fight. But yeah. No, so, you know, and I'm like, I understand his perspective unbelievably, because I would not. I don't care how much I love you. I'm not joining a terrorist organization to help you out. What? No. Fuck off. I'm sorry. I think you have brain damage. Yeah. So Cerberus rebuilt you, huh? They fucked with your brain. There is something seriously wrong with all of this now. And I've got to go away and I've got to process, and I'll talk to you soon. But no, I would in no way be like, yes, absolutely. Let me go turn in my uniform, because, you know, I'm just going to turn my back on the career I've had for 20 years. Because you, a terrorist sympathizer, are telling me that I should. Fuck no. Hell no. Would never happen. She is. Liara is a very different person. So yeah, so switching from Liara to Miranda in your first playthrough does make a lot of sense. But there were some inconsistencies that didn't make a lot of sense to me from Cerberus about Liara. Like, and I'm really noticing them in this playthrough, where Cerberus and Liara are, like, Liara gave Shepard's body to Cerberus to rebuild you. Like, that's literally what the fuck happened. But Cerberus suddenly doesn't really trust her, and she doesn't trust Cerberus? What the fuck is that about? If she doesn't trust Cerberus, why the fuck is she giving them your body? I mean, I don't trust you, but here's the person I love more than anyone in the world. Please, by all means, fuck with them. What? It makes no sense. You know, and they've multiple times referenced the fact that they don't trust each other in email chains. I'm like, that doesn't even compute. It makes zero sense. It's such a plot point. But yes, Liara goes from being completely, like, awkward and strange around people and unsure of herself to being confident, aggressive. She lies at the drop of a hat. I mean, come on, flay you with my brain. You know, she's independent and she's super strong. You know, it just, she is an utterly different human being. But it does make sense that if, you know, she had pinned all of her hopes and dreams on Shepard, even platonically as a friend, you know, and then the person who was keeping, you know, her world, like, organized just disappears on her. She had to really start over again. She's definitely a spy of sorts. So. But Cerberus at one point says that they think that she's working with the Shadow Broker, when they know damn well that she stole Shepard's body from the Shadow Broker. So that makes no sense. So it's really weird, but yeah. I do not know. But no, absolutely. God, the elusive man is full of lies. That's all he ever does. Lies, manipulates, backtracks. I mean, dear Lord. The fact that you actually there's no way to, like, be like, fuck you, I don't want to be in on this, and have them strong arm you annoys me, because my Shepard just kind of falls in line. No, yeah, it's okay. I'll hang out with the terrorists. We're good. And I'm like, What? This is not a thing. And Joker! Seriously, dude! The Alliance wouldn't let him fly, so he joined the terrorist organization before Shepard was ever back. Yeah, I think that anyone who thinks that Shepard is going to distrust Liara, Tali, Garrus, Caden, or Ashley doesn't understand how Shepard works. But yeah, I can definitely see that, yeah, it occurs to me that the Elusive Man really never did understand Shepard. So it actually would make sense if he was just repeatedly trying to drive wedges between Liara and him or her. Yeah, no, absolutely. But he also doesn't really understand, I don't think, how Shepard actually works. Like, he thinks he does, but more often than not, he has a lot of things wrong. Yeah, which, I mean, is very clear by the end of this game. So, but it is super late, so I need to go to bed. Oh yeah, no, but Ashley's anti-terrorism. You know, she's still Alliance through and through, and Cerberus is anti-Alliance. I mean, therefore, yeah. I mean, she might be the one that's the most likely to be talked over to the side, but I think it would take time. So, no, actually, if you take her with you on the Citadel, I mean, I would like to just jump on that because I'm not a fan. But if you take her on the Citadel, there's a moment where the human rights extremists are doing their blah blah blah. Shepard, we want you to vouch for us and back us and tell everyone you support us. If you take her with you for that conversation, you know, she tells them that they're wrong and they're pushing acceptable boundaries in dangerous ways. I don't remember her exact wording, but she literally comes down on the side of, you guys are bad. So, it's like she is a space racist, but she's not, she's not to the degree that Cerberus and some of the others are. She's very much more of the soft racist, I would say. Kind of like, yeah, I compare it a lot to the South. You know, you have the really, really hardcore racist, and then you have the, you know, the I was raised in the South racist, which is, you know, they're just used to things a certain way. So they, you know, they understand that people don't like each other, and it's okay. And it's okay to have that kind over there, and we'll have this kind over here. And it's not a problem because, you know, they don't have to like each other, they don't have to be near each other, and this kind is just better, and we all know that. That's how Ashley seems to come across. You know, humans are just better. Aliens are untrustworthy, but that doesn't mean she wants to wipe them out. She just doesn't trust them, and she doesn't like them. But, she doesn't actively hate them. But she does make some pretty disgusting comments about them. So. And the comments come up sporadically. Like, they're not in every playthrough, which is really annoying. Although I guess it's good, because if they were, I'd never take her anywhere. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm probably going to do some more streaming tomorrow, but I won't be on tomorrow night because my daughter Jessica gets into town, so she's gonna be in town for a few weeks, and tomorrow is her first night in town, so I'll be hanging out with her. Yeah. The elusive man might be able to win her over the same way he got Miranda. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's actually true. The elusive man is good at playing people. So if he convinced her that he didn't hate other people, he just wanted to put humans first in a soft sell kind of way, yes, he could probably pull it off. But the problem is she was around for all the terrorist activities. So at that point, he loses a lot of credibility, because then he has to go, well, I didn't know, at which point, well then, how powerful is he really in his own organization if he's not controlling anyone in it? So, but yeah. Right, exactly. The rogue Cerberus groups using our names. Yeah, at that point though, I mean, how much respect do you have for the leader if you're going around his back and doing things behind his back constantly that he doesn't agree with? That's bullshit. He agrees with all of it. I mean, the stuff that he doesn't agree with, he shuts down hardcore. Like Jack's crap. Yeah, shuts it down and, you know, extreme prejudices it. So yeah, when he's just like, oh, well, you know, was an offshoot. That does not ring through at all. Okay, I'm going to go to bed now. But hugs, and thank you for joining me. And it's been a whole lot of fun talking. And we definitely want to talk to you again. So, but yeah. Yep, you're right. So the elusive man, he even says that he knows everything, that he has all the information. So either he's lying about that or he's lying about not approving. So I tend to side on the thing of he's lying about not approving. So, all right, heading out. Sleep well when you get there. Good night.